It's me. Always mutes me. Welcome everyone to Lessons, Learning, and Readings with Larkin. I am Larkin coming live to you from the United States. Thank you all for tuning in today. Make sure if you like this broadcast to give it a like or a love so more people can find Veronica's amazing pages and my psychic medium page down here as well. So for those of you who don't know, I always stall the first few minutes to get you guys in the habit of setting yourself up for success. This means if you have a drink, I usually have 3, make sure that maybe you want a candle or some incense. I brought 3 different types of incense today we're going to set up. Make sure that because this is a sacred hour with Spirit, and Spirit knows who is here, that you leave your baggage at the door. Maybe it's the franticness to get a reading because you're desperate to hear from somebody, or because you want to know what you think is going to happen. Maybe it's just your anxiety from the day or a stressful situation that you keep replaying in your head. You want to leave that at the door. Why? Because it blocks your ability to relax and receive from Spirit. Spirit is there for each and every one of you. None of you are ever alone, okay? Your spirit teams, that means your angels, your loved ones, your teachers in spirit, your spirit family and communities, and your spirit guides, those who are committed to being here and helping and supporting you as a part of your spirit team while you're here to walk through this lifetime. They are always present with you. They know you're here. They know we're going to do the lives. They even know when I have an emergency and I'm going to miss the lives. They are here for you. So you need to come with that faith and trust. And please know that if you do not get called on tonight, I always go where Spirit guides me. If you do not get called on, it does not mean you have been forgotten, overlooked, or neglected. It does not mean that no one is there for you. But Spirit will come through for you through other readings that I am asked to conduct during this time. So you want to make sure you're not just frantically going, oh my God, when is she going to call on me? I never get called on. I hear that a lot. Be open, because when we are relaxed and open to receive, that's when we get the messages. I could give you guys the greatest reading in the world. I could have a profound message come through another reading for you, and you would miss it or not receive what you needed to just because you haven't left your stuff at the door and you're so focused on being called on that you don't get the message. Okay. So that's number 1. The other thing is I do like to stall in the beginning and give you guys time to lower the speed of your heart rate, your brain waves, get yourself more centered, because that is where we're open to receiving. And when you're not getting a reading from one of us, guys, it's important you do this as well. If you're trying to pray or meditate, or you're trying to talk to a loved one or listen to your intuition, you need to be able to do this without, not just for readings. Okay. The other thing is, for those of you that aren't used to my readings, I don't believe that readings should be passive. I believe that the new age of readings, the new evolution of readings, is you have to be engaged and participate. You bring your spirit teams with you. I'll say hi to you guys in just a second, okay? You guys bring your spirit teams with you. You are a part of your spirit teams, and your engagement determines what you get out of this, okay? And this isn't me dumping the responsibility on you. This is because your life is not passive either. You need to learn to stand in your power. And I find that during readings, whether it be mediumship or spirit teams guiding us, that there's always a call to action for people. Maybe it's to learn to not be so hard on yourself, or maybe it's a lesson in how to better hear from your loved ones. Maybe it's something you need to do for your health and well-being, or a way that your spirit team is teaching you to manifest. But it's your life and you're the one in tangible form. So there will be a call to action. And if you're just sitting here wanting me to tell you what's going to happen, or something from your loved one that you want to hear, you're going to be disappointed, chances are, and you should go find another reader. Okay. My loyalty is to Spirit. not to my ego, to please your ego. Okay. So that's what you guys will get from me tonight. All right. Hi, Michelle. So I'm going to go through and say hi to everyone while I light my incense. We will be on for an hour, and then I have not seen my horses in 4 days. I do have horse duty tonight. So when the hour is up, I will be racing and doing that. I've spent the last few days in care of my father, who's here at my house now with us for a while. And so I'm just sort of playing catch up. And of course it lit and I didn't have my incense out. Too busy talking. We're going to do Nag Champa today. Okay. Let's go up here and see who's here. Tani, welcome. Hi, Jim Crowley. I was thinking about you the other day. How are you guys? You miss yours, Tani, do you? Yeah, I love horses. They're magical. Let me scroll up here and see who's here. Guys, I will star you. And don't forget, if I don't get to you tonight, I'm back on Friday. We'll have the animal Furball Friday. That's for animal readings. And Veronica has the very best readers on here I've ever seen. So if you don't get a reader from me, you can certainly get just as good of a reading from anybody else on here on a different day and time. Okay. See, we have Tani. Welcome. I am well. Thank you. Merritt. Hello. Kawizi. Hi again. Thank you for joining my earlier live. I appreciate that. Always good to see you. Let's see here. Got you started, Kawizi. Sarah Jane, welcome. Guys, Spirit is asking me to please ask you to be specific in your readings, just because it saves me time and it allows me to be more efficient and get to more people. Cold readings are super fun, but on the live free online readings, it really helps us to move along. Okay. Hi, Shannon. Welcome. Hi, the air 888. Lars, welcome. Michelle Graham, hello. Let's see here. Sharon Williamson, good to see you. Let's see here. Let's see. All right, Michelle, I see your, that's interesting. I've got that star. That's very interesting there. Okay. I'm just scrolling down here for a second. Clarity and Merritt. Thank you, Merritt, for being specific as well. Okay. And let me show up here, Michelle. Let's you called out of work today, Michelle. Oh no. Well, if it's as hot as it is here, that's probably a good thing. Okay. We got you guys starred. Yeah, my 4 horses probably miss me. Okay. All right. Well, this looks like a fun mystery investigation for me, Michelle. Let's see about this here while I light my incense. I like mysteries. They're always fun. Okay. Put this incense in my little elephant holder here. Okay. Every time someone reads for me, they get a tall man with chest issues. Yeah, I should do some reverse readings sometimes, guys. Because I always have, there are so many souls that come in that aren't necessarily what you guys think you're asking for. Sometimes they piggyback for people or for other people on here, or for other people that other people on here know, right? So that's why I love to do reverse readings. I haven't done those in a while. That's where you start with the souls that are here first instead. That's why we also have to validate, guys, that we have the right souls for you, because sometimes you guys say, I want to hear from my mother, and that's not who steps forward first. And communication with every soul is different. Sometimes I get really specific validation. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes they have a hard time just communicating to say like they're there, and then maybe next time it gets easier. Every time someone reads for me, they get a tall man with chest issues every time. I don't recognize him. They always end with, he's not for you. But obviously he is, because he shows up every time. Can you tell me who the man is? More details. Okay. So a couple things on this I will say, and I'm going to do this as a surmising assumption first, and then we'll go into, I'll connect with him and see what's happening. A lot of times, guys, souls will come in for you or for people you know. Sometimes if the reader doesn't pick up on what it is, or that soul can't get through to them who and what they are, sometimes it is an easy assumption for the reader to make that it's not for you. I mean, many times I've had people piggyback, and the souls that come in are not necessarily for the person that asked for a reading, and I will say to them, not for you. Okay. Sometimes that is the case. Sometimes it might not be the case. Oftentimes it is for someone close to you or in your vicinity. And so they might be getting it's not for you, and that might be absolutely correct. But maybe the only way that soul knows how to get through or is being able to break through is through you. The other possibility, Michelle, is that, and I will ask him, I'm asking him to come forward, and he's trying to make some communications here with me. So if I don't look at you, I'm looking at what he's showing me. A lot of times too, guys, when this happens, sometimes it is a relative, uh, uh, like from your family that you never met, or someone that was connected to your family or your soul family, or cross paths with you or someone in your family. And sometimes they weren't even on the earth at the same time you were. Okay, so that happens quite often. So let's see what he has to show me here. So is this man, is this the gentleman that's like middle-aged or older, with pants and a belt and like a button-down shirt? He looks like he's wearing pretty neutral colors. Looks like straight, short, maybe fine hair, Michelle. Maybe his hair was thinning somewhat. Yeah, I think you were spot on, Michelle. You said that's what you were thinking. I think that's very accurate. That's usually what it is. Let's see. I see you, Sarah Jane. Yeah, I mean, guys, like it's like investigative work. Okay. So a lot of this is investigative work. That's why if we describe things or whatever, it's not always the person you're looking for right away. And that doesn't even mean there's a mistake. Sometimes, and I really believe in this. I've said this for years, and I heard John Edwards say this a few weeks ago, and it was so nice to hear another psychic medium say this. A lot of times, in order for your loved one to come through, other souls have to come through first. It paves the way, it opens channels, it changes the frequency in a way they can come through. So sometimes other people come through for that reason. If you could let me know, Michelle, does that sound right to you? Yes? Okay. All right. Because that's who was there as soon as I read that before I posted it and shared it with everyone. Okay. So let's see here. So it is associated with you. I'm getting that it is not someone that you knew. So you are correct. You did not know this person in this life. It looks as though someone in your family, however, knew this gentleman. I asked about the chest issues, and then I asked, was it a heart attack? He said no. It was something more like it was either like congestive heart failure or emphysema. Okay, so those are two very different things. They can both affect the chest area. One obviously more in the lungs, but I believe he might have actually had two conditions. It looks like he's like yes on the congestive heart failure. So it looks like he passed on this. I'm taking what he's showing me first, Michelle, so we can work through you. Okay. Let's see. Tani said, "Will Spirit tell you how they died? If it was in a horrible circumstances, if it was from natural causes." Sometimes they will, if they're able to, and it's something that's appropriate that they want the people here to know. Then Tani, yes, they will. Let's see here. So let's see, Michelle, what you're saying here. I'm trying to get the description before I check your comments because I want to validate what's coming through and not have you tell me. Okay, hold on a minute. Michelle says, why does he keep coming for me? Does he have messages he's trying to tell me? Yeah, so that's what we're figuring out. I'm just finding out what the chest thing was. I want to validate that that's really him. All good things are happening for you, Stacy. Everything is always happening for your good, even if it doesn't seem like it. Okay. So this gentleman looks as though he passed a while back, actually. He's been trying to come through to older relatives of yours. Let's see here. I'm asking him, who is he trying to come through to? So he's saying uncle. So I'm asking him right now, is he trying to say that he was someone's uncle that he's trying to come through to? Or is he trying to say he was coming through to someone's uncle? That's what I'm asking him right now. Let's see. It looks as though it's someone connected to your mom's family, Michelle. Someone connected to your mom's side of the family. I know, I love this too. Isn't it super cool? Let's see. She says that's what they say, the other mediums. Oh, they got emphysema too. Interesting. Okay. That's all I know about him. But he also had congestive heart failure, Michelle. And you're welcome, Tani. I can bounce back and forth. I don't mean to interrupt readings, but I do sometimes bounce back and forth while I'm doing a reading. Let's see. So congestive heart failure, emphysema, connected to your mom's family. So the feeling I'm getting, what he's sharing is unfinished business, maybe not in the minds of the people here still, Michelle, but energetically, unfinished business. Was he an addict? I don't know. Let me ask. Let me finish what he's trying to tell me here first. So he says they might not have thought there was unfinished business, but energetically there was. He left an energy of unfinished business when he moved on. Sorry, again, if I'm not looking at you guys, they're showing me something, okay? He's really trying hard to communicate. I think he's doing a very good job. There's something associated with him. I don't know. I can't tell right now if he's saying it's his name or someone he was connected with. There was like something that has an ED. So it's either like an Ed or a Ted, an Edward, something with an ED connected to its name. He's trying to show me if this is him or if this is someone else connected to your mom's side of the family. I'm asking if he can please, I like to share with you guys when it's a side conversation. So I'm trying to ask if he can please share with me like what generation it is. It looks like he passed a while ago. I mean, like quite a while ago. It looks as though he's connected to the generation above your mom. So it would be like around your mom's parents' age. And it looks as though he passed maybe like in his 50s, late 40s, early to mid 50s is what he's looking like. So I'm going to jump out of this to say what you can do when you get off of here, spend the next few days or weeks or whatever, looking through people in your family or people your family were close to or connected to. Talk to whoever you can, because there's people of and a little younger of that generation, that he left energy undone. He says he's trying to clear that energy from his, like, from energy he left in the world that was incomplete, that left other people ruffled, to bring them peace so they can move on with things more easily. Your mom might have known him when she was little, but she might not remember. She might have maybe seen him once or twice. I'm asking if he was an addict. He's showing me that he drank and he smoked, but no drugs. Drank and smoked, but no drugs. Let's see. So, it has to be your uncle. Was your uncle, though? Hi, Mia. Mia, be specific, okay, honey? Spirit wants me to be specific because I'm so thorough. They're trying to help me go quickly. So would this be your mom's brother, Michelle? Was it her older brother then? Because he's showing me he passed a while ago. And so he would be like an older generation. So that could be your mom. It could be your mom's generation, but he's showing me an older generation. So he like wouldn't have been your age right now. He wouldn't have been a few years older than you. He would have been like a whole generation older. He says what he needs to do. Let's see. It would have been your uncle. I understand this. I can help finish this business for him, whoever it is. Yeah, I believe that's probably what he's wanting you to do. But he doesn't want you to take the burden on. So when you say, hi, Margot, when you say your uncle, was this your mom's brother then? Because he's showing me he was on your mom's side. From your Nan, Mia. Okay. I've got you guys start, okay? He's definitely showing me this is from your mom's side. Hi, Ashley. Good to see you. Possibly. Okay. He says that instead of leaving things better, he left energy, things sort of a mess here, and he left family energy. He left burdens for family energetically. He wants to clear that up. I'm asking him, how can that be done, that he's coming through to you? He's saying it can be done. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Michelle, for that validation. He is saying that it can be done any generation in your family, Michelle. Can be done any generation in your family. But he said he left karmic, like karma for the family. And like a dark, damp energy, he believes, burden draped over the family instead of raising it up and elevating. He wants to apologize for that. And he's saying that he's coming because for him as a soul now on the other side to, and let me interpret what this means, okay? When we go back to the other side, guys, we're at peace and we're okay, always. But we, in our life review, we also get to see what we learned and what we didn't learn, and what we came for and what we did and didn't accomplish when we were here. This determines what we'll need to repeat when we come back. Now, if, and I believe this is what he's trying to do, if you leave a contribution that is positive karma, that is elevating, that is awakening, that is higher vibrational for those you leave behind, there is a different element of needing to come back and repeat lessons. If, however, you didn't accomplish what you came to do and you left more of a burden, there is more necessary that your soul will want to come back and repeat or correct. Why? Because really what spirit wants, what our souls want, is awakening and evolution. So when we wonder, why are we in pain or suffering? It is always, in the eyes of the universe, of source, of our souls, it is always about our evolution, our awakening. Always. Whatever does not grow dies, because everything is energy and energy is always moving. This is science. This is quantum physics. This is why I say spirituality and science are not mutually exclusive. So when we have a soul like this, he has passed on due to poor choices in his life. He left this world earlier than he would have liked to. He did not live the type of life he would have liked to, and he felt that he had a negative influence, Michelle, on your family, which obviously passes its way on down. That is, it's energetically and genetically there. He has the opportunity to make this correction on the other side, and he's choosing the person, you in this case, who is most spiritually conscious and awake, and most likely to be able to facilitate that karmic transformation. Does this make sense? This is why he's been persistent about you. He has also made sure he sort of stayed out of your way, sort of in the back, off to your shoulder, in an effort to be respectful. Okay, Margot, I'll get you. I got you started. Okay, in an effort to be respectful. Okay, this is very important to them. Hold on, let me scroll this down here. Okay. Let's see here what she says. Can I hear him in my thoughts? I have been working on organizing my thoughts and making sense of what's in my head, seeing what's mine and what's not mine. Excellent, Michelle. That is great. Now, Michelle, here's what I would recommend for you for that. And yes, he does. So in my Awakening Your Intuition course, the online course, I have a whole module on this, and it's one of the things my students work on. It's one of the things you and I were working on a couple years ago, Michelle, in the sessions that we had, about distinguishing between your mind, your cognitive thoughts, and your intuition. Okay. Your cognition will still process your intuition. But yes, that is important. And if you recall during our coaching sessions, Michelle, I told you how important it was for you to journal. So journaling will definitely help that. Asking questions and writing down what you get will help you with that clarity. Another thing I want to let you know is that, especially like guys, I know this, I'm bouncing around here and I'm sorry. If you go to this link, Michelle, my school link, it's the My Powerful Choices Awareness Network link. It's absolutely free. You can join that community. And I have a lot of different options there if you want to learn to work on this. Okay. One of them is a dual mastermind for $47 a month. You guys can join this group coaching. It's a spiritual and intuitive mastermind, and then a mindset mastermind, because you are both. So it's 2 90-minute sessions a week where you can ask me questions and get help and support on this. Okay. That is thousands and thousands of dollars of coaching for $47. You can cancel whenever you want. But if you want extra help on that, I've taken my $10,000 program and I've made available these 2 masterminds for you guys for a very inexpensive price. Okay. So if you want help with that more intensely, Michelle, you can come work with me there and ask these questions and talk to me more personally about it. Okay. If not, I would recommend you taking what we did in our coaching sessions, and I would journal, and then you can begin to tell the difference between your spirit guides and these spirits and souls. Now, from what I'm seeing with this gentleman, Michelle, you're not going to have to be spending a lot of time on this. He more or less needs you to acknowledge him, acknowledge that there is a karmic burden that he has left behind for your family. And he is basically, Michelle, asking you if you can be the one to free and release that, because he needs someone incarnated in part of that family line to simply acknowledge and accept it, to offer up acceptance and forgiveness, which you and I have talked a lot about before, Michelle. so that that can be freed. And then to move on with a new and different energy, which you, Michelle, your whole life is really about that. It's about taking those energies and karmas that have been dumped upon you in this role in your generation in the family, and to not pass them on to your daughter, right? To not pass them on, and not to take them on fully yourself, Michelle, but to, in acceptance, surrender, and forgiveness, you are releasing them. And as you do that for him, as you sit quietly and you accept that and you tell him it's okay and he's free to go, then he can isolate just what he needs to work on personally and determine what he needs to do for his next life. But he had a choice this time to continue and to ask if this could be granted, for the sake of the family. Okay. And that especially would be something that then you would be preventing from trickling down on your daughter. Now, let me be very, very clear, guys, about this. Let me be very clear about something. You feel the karma? Yeah. So that's what he's doing essentially, is asking you to break the cycles. I don't want you guys to be confused. And by the way, if you guys like this, don't forget to like and love it so more people can find Veronica's page and my psychic medium page if you find this helpful. Okay. If you don't like it. I don't want you guys, any of you listening, to confuse this and think that it is beautiful, isn't it, Michelle? And you feel lucky? Perfect. Yeah, whatever does not grow dies. Yes. So I don't want all of you to get the wrong idea here and assume that the burdens of past family members or people you have known are going to be always completely mixed up with yours. Okay. I want you to keep them separate in your mind. Okay. For example, let's say that you have a karmic something to work out with another person and you meet them in this life and you guys are working through them. Okay. Thank you guys for the likes. It helps people find us. Okay. Let's say you do that. And let's say one person, let's say you offer acceptance and forgiveness, and you have made the awakening realizations you need to, and you have made the choices to change and grow and evolve. Okay. You will not, and I repeat, you will not be held accountable for the individual that does not make that leap and that evolution. Okay. And I've had people tell me that before. I remember one of my martial arts teachers, when I decided to move on and go to other teachers because I didn't like the energy of the two guys I was training with, he was like, you're going to be stuck coming back. We're going to have to do this all over again. And the answer is no, we're not. No, we're not. I did my part. I did my awakening. I did my evolution. I did my change. I did my acceptance, forgiveness, and my letting go. My energy elevated. Their energy stayed the same. Okay. So another person's karma, unless you stay attached to them and you choose to stay attached to them and not let them go, if you do your part and you're not under their umbrella, you're not going to be tied to that. Okay. Here's a human that you may be subject to, that is a human family and the family karma. But as a soul, if they keep choosing not to grow and you choose to grow, you are not going to be forced to come back and repeat the same lessons they haven't learned. Okay. So please do not confuse that. Nobody. I hope you guys are listening, because a lot of people make that confusion. They make that mistake. Okay. The deal here is, Michelle, yes, it is a blessing. It is an honor. He knew who to come and talk to. You are by no means obligated. Like, for example, if you don't do this, you're not going to be tied to whatever his reincarnation is for it. Okay. But it's part of what he is still obligated to for himself via his own soul standards, demands, and desires. Okay. His own soul choices. You will be, yes, assisting him and supporting and helping him in his own personal soul journey by taking this on. By the same token, because this is a family karmic thing, this is an energy for your incarnated genetic family, you will be doing a great favor to your family and to those who come after you, like your daughter. Okay. But your soul is not personally tied to this gentleman's path. Okay. In other words, when you do this for the family, he's going off on his own thing and he'll have to continue his karmic journey. Whatever he didn't do in this life, he's still responsible for personally. But his concern is, oh, when he got to the other side, oh my gosh, look what I left for the physical genetic family that came after me. And he wanted to make that correction. And that's very honorable. Okay. All right, let's finish this up here. I'm actively trying to make these changes. Subconscious, I know I'm being called to do so. Yes. And if you want to need that support, come to our free community. You can join our free stuff. You can join thousands of dollars of coaching for $47 a month and join 2 masterminds and get both the mindset and manifesting help and the awakening your intuition assistance. Okay. If you decide that you need that. I only want people there that really want it and are going to do the work. Okay. Because guys, this is work. This is work. Be the change you want to see in the world. Absolutely. That's right, Michelle. So hopefully this helps. Go back, find more validation. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. Let's see. I got you started, Carrie. Welcome. Let's see. What did you say? See, I want this. Wait a minute. Let me scroll up here, Michelle. I'm trying to post your other comment. You shut my brain off for the first time ever last night. It was wild. Yes, that's what I was talking to you about a couple years ago. Being still and being present. That's amazing. Now, usually it's only for a second or two at a time when you start. That's what Eckhart Tolle teaches, and I found that to be very true. I had to work my way up. Even though I was a meditator, I could do it when meditating, but not when I wasn't meditating. So it's really just keeping it still. It's being present. So that's presence, Michelle. I'm very proud of you. That's amazing. All right, let's see here. So, Michelle, I want to thank you for doing that for him. You can do this. Absolutely. Hi, Kira. Welcome. You can do this. And this is good practice and training for you. So he's actually giving you a gift as well. I feel the bloodline blockages and trying to figure it out and break free. This is confirmation that I'm on the right path. Absolutely. Guys, and you're always, you're in alignment, right? You're always on your spiritual path. You're in alignment. And he will be very grateful, and then he won't have to keep hanging around you either. He's just really been making an effort. So he wants to thank you, Michelle, for coming around and continuing to be persistent in finding out what he needed, because he is absolutely attached to you and your family. Okay, absolutely. And he's very grateful for your willingness. So he chose the right person, and he knows that. Hi, Lorraine. Welcome. Awesome. Very good, Michelle. Let's see. You have to email me for the school link. I did put it in here. So I did put it here. It's also on the top of my Psychic Medium page and my Powerful Choices page. I have the link posted all over, and I just posted it again in here as well. Okay. So you can just follow that link and I'll approve it. It'll be super easy for you. Okay, Michelle? Mwah! Thank you for letting me read for you today. That's amazing. All right, now let's see here. Keep me posted, Michelle. Okay. Teresa Cardi, welcome. Okay. Merritt, are you still here, Merritt? I always like to make sure, guys, that you're still here before I start reading for you, because sometimes people never come back and watch the replay, and I want to make sure I'm reading for people who are still present with us. Okay. Let's see if you're still there, Merritt. Yes. Yay. Thank you for hanging in there. You guys can see why Spirit asked me to have you be more specific, because sometimes things take a little time to work that out. Okay. So thank the rest of you for being patient. If you guys are really listening, you'll learn something. Okay. Let's check out your mom. Well, first of all, there's an older lady here, older, I believe, than your mom. I believe your grandma. Wow. Okay. So hold on a minute. Hi, Davy Jones. Great to see you. You're welcome, Michelle. So let me tell you who's here first, Merritt, since we're talking about the fact that sometimes other souls come through first so that your loved ones can come through. So there's a lady here with, it looks like it's been curled. It may not be naturally curly, but like curled and then brushed through. So it might be wavy or curled, but it looks like curls, short reddish hair. Actually, I don't know that it's her natural color coming through. Doesn't look like she's very tall. Is a grandmother type energy. Let me know if this relates to you, Merritt, or if this is someone else. Let's see. Hi, Carrie. Not June, Davy, maybe August. Sorry, I am still reading for you, Merritt. I have a bunch going on. I'm just telling Davy Jones, who says, will his financial resolve in June? You got to shift your energy for your financial issues to change, Davy. And I'm thinking August, not June. I'm not seeing June. But don't fret. So then there's another lady with her. Oh, there's two other ladies. There's a taller, thinner lady, Merritt, and just yes or no, just to validate for me. Okay, I'm just describing who's here. There's another lady with her that's taller and slimmer that has straight kind of white gray hair. It's not really white. I'd say it's like maybe a light multicolored gray hair, kind of down to here. Her eyebrows are nicely groomed. She has a lovely slim face, sort of tall and slender. Looks a little bit more serious, but she's really a kind and gentle person. She takes things seriously. Who is next to her? She's got like a long sleeve button down shirt on. It looks like she dressed pretty classy. Who's coming in like over the, if they're facing me, like if the little redhead lady was facing me, it would be this side. So it would be on my right is the taller, more slender lady. And then on the other side of the little red-haired lady, you're welcome, Davy, is a shorter lady that looks older with like kind of white gray hair and glasses. Looks like it might be a great grandma. So you might have multiple generations coming in here, but it definitely just wasn't one lady that moved forward. Let's see. Maybe your Auntie Marta. Did she color her hair sort of a reddish color, but wasn't a natural redhead? It looks like this lady maybe doesn't have natural red hair. She might have. Let's see. Bye, Jim. Thank you. Let's see. And then so now then there's a lady coming forward, Merritt, that has darker hair. Like dark, like not like I don't know that it's really black, but it's very dark. Looks like it's multi-layered, maybe a little about maybe shoulder length, maybe a little longer. At some point, I think I'm sure her hair changed, but at this point it seems like it's kind of around here, but it looks like it's different layers. And she's also showing me a bracelet. Would this be your mother? Did your mother have darker hair? Yes. Okay. So we have 4 ladies here. It looks like they're all with you. So we may have a great grandmother, a grandmother, your auntie, and then the lady with the dark hair. So the 3 are like over here on my left, and then the lady with the darker hair is like walking forward here, sort of on my right side, walking towards me. She is not sad on the other side. She is sweet and happy, at peace, and happy to they're all happy to be brought about here by you. But there is an essence of I don't see sadness as a human emotion. So when I say sadness, I want to say a tone of sadness, and it's really in regards to you. And she's also showing me a bracelet. Sometimes things get turned around, but she's facing me. So she's holding like her right arm out. And there's a metal bracelet on her wrist. There's something on it. I'm not sure what's on it. It's not a super tight bracelet, but it's just a bracelet on her right wrist. Looks as though it is gold. Do you relate to this, Merritt? Let me know, just yes or no, please. Let me know if you relate to this as being your mom. Hi, Sharon. Welcome. I've got you started, okay? Just let me know. I just want to verify that you recognize this as being your mom. There's a feeling and an essence of all of these women wanting to support you, saying that you need that emotional support, just to feel like you're understood and you have that you're still understood and you have that backup and this support. And there's an essence of I feel like that she's making me feel that empty, hollow feeling that sometimes we just all have momentarily. It's almost like it's like it's an emotion, but you almost feel it physically, like it's a part of your physical body, that empty hollowness, as she's showing me that feeling on your part. Merritt, just yes or no. Let me know if you relate to this, please. Because if you don't, I need to seek different validation from her. Because we want to validate what is going on. Okay. I feel mother's presence quite often. Sadness. I am sad sometimes. Bracelet. I do not know. I have rough times. Okay. Where she's holding out a bracelet like this. That was one of the first things she did when she walked forward. So either look through her things or see if there was a bracelet that she gave you. I trust spirit implicitly, and oftentimes they give me evidence that the people being read for, it's not just me, this happens with a lot of mediums as well, that you may not relate to or understand at the time of the reading, but then you go back and you find the picture or the bracelet, or you remember something that they had given you. But that's what she's wearing and holding out. Maybe it's a gift she had received, but she's definitely holding that out for me to see. And so that first emotion that's validating the evidence of the sadness, that was the first emotion that she shared in regards to you feeling sadness. She obviously doesn't feel it the same way because they don't have emotions like we have on the other side, but they are energy. So they do feel that, and they feel that from you. And that was the prime emotion that she shared with me. And actually, it's why the other three are there as well, is to help really push this feeling of love and you're not alone, to try to help ease that feeling of sadness. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see what else she wants to share with me. She's trying to give some guidance as to helping you lift out of that sadness. Merritt, do you have cousins living or somewhere where nearby, or that you interact with, that are about your age, that you grew up with? She's showing me she's wanting to show me paths in which you can take to help alleviate the sadness, because she doesn't want you to end up in a path, in a personality of sadness. Okay. In other words, when we feel an emotion for a certain amount of time and we continue to feel it, as Dr. Joe Dispenza says, it becomes part of our personality, right? And so the sadness and the what is the word I'm looking for? The trauma of losing someone, the emotion and the sadness and the grief, When we don't outgrow it after a loved one passes or after we've gone through a trauma, and we repeat those neurological pathways and they become the mind and the body, they become a part of our personality. And your mom is showing me that's what she's concerned about for you. She wants you to make some shifts. She says you need to get out and expand your social activities so that you can experience life as life still going on in new and wonderful ways, and really engage yourself so that you have more and more times where you're pulling yourself out of that sadness, because she's showing me it's lingering like a hanging cloud. Her concern for you is that you're not going to get out of it. And she wants you to not make it a part of your lifestyle. She really wants you to get out of it. Okay? And she's showing me this group of other people that I see as cousins, relatives. I really see them as like cousins that you have known your lifetime and grown up with. And she wants you to shift into spending more time with and interacting more with them, because she's showing me that's going to help to pull you out of this funk. Her concern is that you're going to forget you're in a funk and just start to treat the way you're feeling as normal. And then she's afraid you won't ever get out of it. And she wants more for you. She loves you so much and she wants you to continue to enjoy life. Does this make sense? So even though souls don't have the same emotions we do, guys, they do carry these concerns with them when they watch us, right? Part of their job is to help us overcome this and heal after their passing. Hi, Geraldine. Welcome. Thanks for saying hi. Let's see. Let's see here. They do try to help you overcome. Okay, so that's validating. That's good. Your daughter is making you sad. You will try to overcome. Okay, so, she's showing me. So your daughter has a spirit team as well, and she's there for your daughter, guiding her as well. Okay. I got you star, Geraldine. Guys, I won't be able to get to everyone today, but I'm doing my best, okay? You do not have many relatives, but you will. Okay, well, whoever she's showing me then are people that you've known for a while about your age that are close enough that they would be like cousins. And she wants you to spend more time with them and allow them to help you pull you out of this, okay? She's showing me some of them trying to be supportive and giving you advice, and she wants you to take it. I'm asking her specifically about your daughter, okay? And she doesn't want you to get too obsessed with it, because she's showing me your daughter's working through her own path right now. And she's showing me whatever it is that you are experiencing right now that is sort of holding you in place is going to change, Merritt. She wants you to know that nothing stays the same. Things are going to shift and change. You are supposed to, these are your instructions. You are supposed to hang in there and rise above. Hang in there and rise above. So that means if you catch yourself feeling and thinking the same things every day, choose a better feeling thought and feeling. Okay, choose a better feeling thought and feeling. Do not allow yourself to get sucked in and sucked down. She's also showing me that that is in the best interest for both you and your daughter. Okay, because someone, hi Nicole, someone, Merritt, has to hold the frequency, and that someone is you. So if you let yourself get too dragged down, you can't hold the frequency. Okay? Does this make sense? So, Merritt, what I want you to do is keep me posted. Okay? I'm going to repeat these instructions for you because spirit is never wrong and they can see you and what you're going through. Okay? You are to hang out with those around your age that are supportive and trying to help you. She says their advice is good. Do not get in your daughter's lane. Allow her to be in her lane and to learn and grow, but you need to be holding space. There has to be a positive space for her energy to be able to return to. Okay? Allow her to go through her phases and her growth. Don't allow it to drag you down, she's saying, or you can't hold this space. She's showing me she had to hold space for you as well. Okay? And that is okay. So see? Okay. Your daughter, yes. So all the more reason, Merritt, she's saying don't get sucked into her lane. She's also telling me that those in your life are giving you good advice. And she's advising that you take their advice. Okay? And not you're welcome. And not get sucked in. Okay? Sane or not, she's going through phases, Merritt. Okay? This is sad, but this is true. Daughter, parent, siblings, you cannot save another person unless they want to be saved. Okay? So don't think of it in terms of you're needing to save her. You have to allow her to make the choices she's making, or you will go down with the ship. Okay? You understand that? This is very, very important. Your mom is very serious about this. And this is why these other older women in your family, these souls, came to connect with you as well, to know that you have this entire support team going on for you. Okay. And they all agree. So you need to trust that, get still, hang in there, and do not get sucked into their lane. I have never known spirit to be wrong. Okay. We people can be wrong all the time. But when spirit is coming through and giving guidance and advice and calls to action, I have never in my lifetime of doing this known them to be wrong. Okay. So I would take that advice. I would find, support that helps you keep your attention outside of getting in your daughter's lane, and make some very clear decisions about changes you're going to make in your daily habits that keep you out of her energy. Okay. Because what you don't want is, you don't want to go down with the ship, because then you're not helping her or you. It's her job to get herself back in alignment. It is your job to get back in alignment and not let anyone get you out of alignment. Okay? That will pay off. This will pay off. Oh, I'm glad this helped. You're very welcome. Keep me posted. And guys, don't forget, you can get free support and join our community if you go to the link I posted in the comments for my Powerful Choices Awareness Network School. Okay? Then there are options there for you, free all the way up through high-end coaching, depending on what you guys want and need for support. Okay? But this is your guys' responsibility and your powerful choices, and you can do it. So thank you for letting me read for you, Merritt. Mwah. Okay, I'll send you off. You will be able to connect with your mom and your aunt and your grandmother. Looks like your great grandmother now more easily. Okay. So keep talking to them. They are definitely there supporting you. All right. Okay. Let's see who we have here. All right. Carrie, I see yours. Coeasy, I know you're still there. Let's see. I love Michelle's comment. I keep seeing it saying, I can do this. That's so great. All right. Does Cameron ever come to visit me when I sleep? Used to see a little boy who looked just like me. I was a part of his life. I need closure with him. Does he have a message from his dad? So that's interesting. I wonder if that's a little boy that was behind me last week that someone was pointing out, Kweezy. Interesting. So, first and foremost, Kweezy, what I'm getting back, what he's saying is you think you need closure from him, but actually the closure is going to come from within you. And I have to agree with him, Kweezy, because we don't ever need closure with someone else. And I know there might be a lot of you right now that are like, oh my God, are you nuts? And believe me, when I was going through a lot of relationship issues as a young woman, and when I was coaching women in relationships, this was interesting too, because one of the big things, especially with women, but sometimes with men as well, I see in this case, it's important to you, is our displacing our need for closure onto someone else when it has to do with someone else. But although we might find temporary peace with that, and it can often initiate closure within us, big surprise, guys. When you get closure with someone else, it's actually closure from within yourself that is being triggered and initiated by your feeling that you're having it with them. Okay. Uh, so, for example, if someone says, I forgive you, it might be easier for you to forgive yourself about something, right? It triggers that self forgiveness. This is similar to that. Okay. I see it, Carrie. I got you starred. So, what he's showing me is that closure is actually going to come within yourself as well. And in doing so, he just wants you to know that he is present. Um, does he have a message from his dad? I'm seeing that no, he does not need to deliver a message from his dad. Because each soul is delivering messages to you on their own, not through other souls. Okay, Kawizi? And this again is part of your practice to pick up on that. Okay. Good morning, Georgina. Hi, Susan. Hi, Amy Jones. Let's see. It probably was him behind you. I thought about asking him to come through, but I had his easier message. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get into that last week. I know someone noticed there was a little boy standing beside me, sort of behind me. I believe it was last Wednesday or Friday, one of the days I was outside. I didn't get into it, and then I was bombarded by readings, so I let the readings go, and I didn't really look into that. But he'd been standing behind me, and usually you guys bring the souls with you, so usually it is someone that one of you knows. But he's showing me the messages and everything can come through individually. So he doesn't need to be a messenger for someone else to you. That's the first thing. And he's also saying, he did what he was here to do in this life. He had a very successful and fulfilling life for what he came here to do. And he said he came here to impact others, such as yourself, with his mirror energy and presence, and with his memory, that it would have an influence and an impact on others after his passing, and that it was meant to. That was part of the point. Okay. And he thanks you for asking about him. Hi, Lois. Good to hear from you, honey. All right. I've got people starred, guys. I've got you guys starred. Not going to be able to get to everyone, but when we're working on it, okay, as much as we can. So, Kawizi, you can also practice one of the things that we discussed if you haven't already. If you want to start communicating with him more, start journaling conversations with him, with Cameron, okay? Start putting a card or a note under your pillow, asking him a question. Give it some time. Maybe it takes a few days, maybe a few weeks, and see what you start sensing when you wake up. See if anybody comes through. Or if you get messages from or about him, okay? He is present with you. He says he doesn't need to be there with you all the time, but he wants you to dig deeper and find that closure because that's within you, okay? All right, Koeasy, I'm going to send you with Cameron. Thank you for letting me read for you. Thank you for being here today. Guys, I'm going to try to get to as many of you as I can. I'm going to scroll back up and try to get who Spirit asked me to start in order, okay? Let's see. I see your comment, Stacy. Let's see. Oh, that's okay, Lois. I figured you were busy. You have a lot on your plate. And boy, I know how that goes. I've had a very busy week myself. Let's see, guys, just don't forget if you haven't already, whoops, I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. For those of you that were asking before, because I've been getting a lot of emails about this, and we'll move on to our next reading. Just make sure you guys go and join the school community. It's absolutely free, okay? I'm guiding everyone there from my websites, from my Facebook groups. That way I can put everything in one spot for all of you, okay? All right. Isn't it, Geraldine? It is a beautiful reading. Let's see. Yeah, Kawizi, he did take it hard. She did take it hard. Absolutely. But he's working with his mom very closely as well. Okay, very closely. As I'm scrolling up here to these other readings, I'm going to take that as an example, Kawizi. Guys, a lot of times when people pass before we think they should, especially younger people, understand that sometimes, you know, our souls always choose when we come and go. We choose. And a lot of times there's meaning in their life simply for the impact it would have on us when they leave, what we need to learn, what we need to do, that sort of thing. Okay. That's very, very important. All right. I'm scrolling down, guys, to where I have things starred. We got Michelle. I'm going to unstar that. Hold on, guys. Sorry. I'm going back to Spirit is trying to help me go a little more efficiently. So I'm scrolling down here. Okay. We did merit. We did. Let's see, Kawizi, I got to your question. Let's see here. Guys, be specific today. I know most of you are now. Just because Spirit wants me to get through as many people as I can. That helps me speed things up a little bit. I can't stay on too much extra long today because I have to go. I haven't seen my horses in 4 days. Let's see here. Stacy, are you still there? I like to make sure you guys are here before I read for you because sometimes people have to log off or they log off and they don't ever make it back. And I want to make sure I'm reading for people who are online. Okay. So Stacy, will you let me know? Hi, Kellyanne. Welcome. Hey, Susan. Got you started, Susan. All right. Let's see. Stacy, just let me know if you're there, please. Okay. You are excellent. Okay. So Kellyanne, you asked, when will I do a next animal reading session? I'm sorry I missed Friday. My dad was in the hospital. So I will read for animals anytime. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Anytime I'll do animal readings or communications. The reason I keep Friday for Furball Friday only is because a lot of times, I just feel like animals need that dedicated time because everybody's all into what's happening in their life. When are they getting a new house? How much money are they going to make? Is so and so going to take me back? And the animals get pushed aside. So I want to make sure there's one day when I do readings where we're just honoring nature and the animals. Okay. But you can ask animal questions anytime. Okay. Hello, if able, do you see anything good happening soon with me and my daughter? Now, those of you who know me know here comes the soapbox about is anything good happening, right? From me, or a message or anything. Thank you. Blessed be you and yours. Okay, so first of all, guys, here comes the lecture. Things are always working out for you, and this is a self-talk habit I encourage all my mindset clients to use. Believe it or not, things are always working out for you. Good is always on its way to you. The only time we don't experience that is when we don't recognize, we haven't learned our lessons, we're not recognizing things. We end up being stagnant where we begin to experience discomfort or struggle or suffering, then we consider that not good. But even when things appear to be going badly for you, everything is always working out for you. Okay. If things do not seem to be working out good, it is either because we are judging they are not good, it is not what we like, and it is not what our ego sees as a path that is leading to the outcome that we want, or we judge it and don't like it, in which case we need to step back and ask either, am I out of alignment? What am I doing to cause this? What choices and frequency have I been sending out? Or what lesson do I need to learn I haven't learned? Number two. Or what comfort zone am I not getting out of that creates a stagnancy? Okay. So, you know, I always see a limitless amount of outcomes that stretch the most likely, and then one on each side that is semi likely that you can shift into if you make changes here. And then all these other possibilities that usually they may not matter in this time, in this reality, because the top three are the most likely to happen. Okay. Actually, you and your daughter are in a very good, safe energy bubble. There are some discomforts and some shifts that need to happen to get you guys into alignment where things will flow more easily and naturally. Okay. But challenges are always opportunities. So I see you guys on a good, safe path. Actually, there's a lot of good coming both of your ways. But what I'm seeing is that you guys are throwing some blocks out there by which we all do. So this isn't just you. This isn't a criticism, Stacy, but you've got to get out of your own way. So in order for things to be easier, smoother, maybe more quickly, you need to start seeing things as being easier and simpler. Okay, because what I'm being shown by your spirit team and hers, by your spirit guides, is that you make things more difficult than they have to be. And then it causes you to ask questions like, is anything good happening? Because if you were really in alignment and you were seeing things in the light that they are, you would recognize there's good and amazing things always coming your way every day. And you'd be applying the gratitude that indicates that things are always working out for you and there's so much good flowing into your life. Okay. Your question to me indicates that you're not recognizing that. Now, if you want to talk to your spirit guides more about this, guys, my next Meet Your Spirit Guides is June 27th. I have a couple spots left. It's 3 to 4 hours long, very limited spaces. I help you to meet your spirit guides and or recognize who they are, how they try to communicate with you, and how to build a closer relationship with them. So whether you're brand new and you don't even know if you have spirit guides, or whether you've been communicating with them for a while, this is a great, great event and it's free. If you want to participate in that and you want to be able to talk this over with them, Stacy, personally, you can message me at larkinsreadings@gmail.com. But you guys need to type spirit guides in there. Okay. If you want to do that, you need to type spirit guides in there if you want me to hold a spot for you. Okay. If not, if you just want to get readings for this and you don't want to talk to them personally about it, that's fine. But that's an option that I recommend. And the reason I'm saying this and they're showing me this is because although it's a good question, it's very telling to me where you are as far as alignment and mindset for what things are happening. Okay. And we give meaning to everything that happens. So when you're asking things like, is anything good going to be happening to us? Spirit team says, oh my God, what do you mean? There's so much good happening for you. It's all around you. And if you want more good happening, okay, remember, nothing has meaning until we assign it. You have to begin to see it. I'm going to have a gratitude challenge coming up. I think we really need to do this again because whatever you're grateful for is going to bring you more things to be grateful for. And I'm not criticizing you. I want you to see clearly, and you want to train your daughter in this way. If you're asking, is anything good coming for me? It's not what good things are coming. You didn't even ask that. You asked, is anything good coming? And your spirit team is like, oh my God, because you need to recognize how blessed you are in order to recognize those opportunities. And you want to teach your daughter to do that. Okay. So do that. Apply gratitude to everything. Start looking for everything you can apply gratitude to. See how blessed you are and start to see more good pop in your life. Okay. Because the universe doesn't see good and bad, guys. And the universe is the one helping orchestrate this for you. Okay. But we have free will. So we have this freedom of choice. We can choose how we see something. Maybe someone loses their car and they don't see it as a bad thing. They're like, okay, well, something good is going to come of this. The universe is clearing space for me to receive another car. Okay. That's the kind of person that constantly has the good flowing into their lives. Okay. It's a real blessing. So keep me posted, Stacy. Join the My Powerful Choices Awareness Network and keep yourself immersed, surrounded by people that are doing this, because it really is in human form all about our mindset and our awareness. Okay. All right. Keep me posted, dear. And thank you for letting me read for you. All right. Let me see who I can get to here before I have to head off. Susan, I want to get to this one. Spirit wants me to get to this. Let's see. Are you still here, Susan? That you want to hear from your granddaughter? Please let me know you're still here, okay? Susan, let me know if you're here, please. Let me see if you're here. I see you, Stacy. You can't afford a lawyer. Okay, so I'm going to quick say this before I move on to Susan, okay? You said you have a manipulative narcissistic ex who is not letting me see my daughter. Okay, so here's what you need to do, Stacy. Here's what you need to do. This is the most powerful thing you can do. And you may not like this answer, but this is why your spirit team is going like this. Okay? You have to keep in mind everything that's going on in your situation, you are assigning meaning to. In other words, oh my God, if this happens, I may not see my daughter again. Oh my God, if this happens, I may not. You must apply gratitude. Eckhart Tolle says if gratitude is the only prayer you ever said, that would be enough. I can't go into it here. I have a whole thing on gratitude because gratitude completely transformed my life. And I don't know many people who have spent 15 minutes or more in nothing but gratitude prayer, where they felt gratitude so much and they were so humbled that it filled their entire body to the feeling of euphoria. Okay. No matter what you are going through, this is the most powerful and most transformative way to create change. If you want miracles, you apply gratitude. Now, maybe right now you're feeling like you don't have a lot to feel grateful for. I understand that that is terrifying and that's a very difficult situation. But when you let your mind run amok, it takes you away from gratitude. Okay? You need to apply belief and faith in this. You don't even have to think of specific things to be grateful for. Just keep saying thank you until you feel it. Maybe it's thank you for the air I breathe. Thank you for the fact that my daughter's alive and healthy. Think only of the things to be grateful for. This will turn your situation around. You can't just fight a narcissist head to head and expect to win, because they will drag your energy down and they will drag your frequency down. You must apply gratitude. Okay. This is coming right from your spirit team, but I also know how accurate it is because I've applied it and I've taught it to hundreds of my coaching clients. Okay. Gratitude is a frequency. So if you want to shift you and your daughter out of this, you will hold a space for her energetically as well. You must apply gratitude because it's actually the highest frequency. Okay. I know we talk about love, but gratitude is what gets you there. Okay. There's a merging point. They have a merging point, love and gratitude. Okay. So I did see your last 3 messages, and that's what you need to do. Okay. This can create miracles such as you being able to get an attorney or getting money for an attorney or something else happening. Okay. Just apply gratitude and only focus on that and keep me posted. Okay. But this is what they're telling me. And I believe this absolutely and completely. Okay. Absolutely, Lois. Guys, you have no idea how powerful it is. Okay. So I want to say this, Stacy, and then I want to make sure Susan's there. I don't see Susan here yet. Maybe Susan's here. When we get caught up, hi, Elaine. When we get caught up, Stacy, in the details of the negativity of the problem, we are sucked down into the depths of the frequency of our own hell, away from gratitude. Okay. Crawling back up takes a long time and it's hard work. Gratitude pulls you right back up to the surface. Okay. So no matter how hard it is, and without measuring the outcome. So don't be going applying gratitude and then being like, oh, Larkin said this, it didn't work. I've done it for 24 hours. Oh, I've done it for a week. It doesn't work. It does work. It may not happen the way you think, in a way you can measure. It may not happen exactly when you think. But this is where the key component of faith, I don't mean religious faith, I mean true faith and trust in the process, kicks in. And if you don't have the gratitude and you don't have that bridge, you don't have the miracle. Do you understand? This is hard for people to apply. But once you've done it, you're going to understand it. Okay? I'm not with you every day, so you have to kind of hang on to these words. But don't let yourself get tangled up in the details of the mess. The details allow the ego to suck you in. Forget about that. Focus on the gratitude, okay? Please let me know. I feel for you, okay? All right. Gratitude is though it has already panned out for the best. All right. All right. Thank you, Stacy. I'm thinking of you. All right, you're there, Susan. Great. Okay. Let's tap into your granddaughter here. Guys, I'm gonna have to go shortly. So if as I'm tuning into her granddaughter, please, if you didn't get a reading today, know that Veronica has the best readers ever on here. Don't forget to like and love this if you found it valuable. You guys can follow my psychic medium page down there if you want to. But Veronica has awesome readers on here every day. Or you can wait for me next Monday and Wednesday. I'll be on. If you have animal readings, I'll be on Friday, okay? So let's sort out the souls that are here, Susan, and make sure we have the right person. Did your granddaughter not have bangs? Did she have a split, like a middle part in her hair? And I'm seeing, looks like it was long and either straight or she brushed it straight and it was wavy. I want to validate who's coming forward here. Hi, Elaine. Bye, Elaine. Thanks for joining in. Hope is just the first step, Stacy. You got to apply gratitude, girl. I'm glad it helped. So just yes or no, Susan. I want to verify. I don't think you were on here when I talked earlier. Hi, Maxine. But a lot of times other souls will come through before another soul can come through. They'll step through. So I want to make sure I'm getting the right soul, because when I tuned into your granddaughter, I'm describing the first one that came through. I don't know if she wore like a school uniform, but I'm seeing like long hair. At least it's either was wavy and brushed straight or it was straight. And then I'm seeing what looks like a skirt, like a plaid skirt she's wearing. It looks sort of like a uniform. It might be like a Catholic school uniform or uniform, like a skirt like that, and then like a button down blouse on top coming forward. A school age. Let me know in the comments, yes or no. I'm also seeing what looks like a bracelet around her wrist. I'm not sure if it's her right or left wrist. She's facing me, and it's on my right, so that would be her left wrist. And it looks like it's stretchy and maybe it's tied. Just let me know yes or no if this resonates with you at all. And this soul that's coming through is telling me that you always used to give her things. You loved giving her gifts. She received lots of things from you, both before and after her passing. Just yes or no. Let me know if this resonates with you. Want to make sure we're getting evidence from the right soul for you, okay? That you relate to this. Hi, Jackie. Come here. Want to come up with us? Come here. Oh, it's 2 minutes to 6. Her supper time is 6 o'clock. We'll get you dinner in a few minutes, okay? Let's see here. Over here. Susan, just yes or no in the comments, please. I want to make sure that we're getting that validation for you. So I'm also showing, I'm also seeing, so now it looks like she's moving. Good night, Lois. Email me, sweetheart. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for stopping by. I'm sorry we didn't get to you today. I will try to get back, guys, into the comments and answer what I can, okay? I tried to do that the other night and I fell asleep. All right. All right, so Susan, she wants to move on to showing me what she sees as well. So just let me know if those things relate to you. She is showing me you crying, Susan. She's showing me that you've cried a lot. She's showing me you've cried a lot. And she's showing me that when you cry, she comes and rubs your back. And she stands right there with you. Hi, Jael. Welcome. Definitely powerful. Yes. See, it helps everyone, doesn't it? Hi, Amberly. Welcome. She's showing me that she's always present when you're crying or deeply sad about her. And she says that she'll come energetically and rub your back, Susan. So I would, the next time you are really struggling, I would pay very close attention to that. Okay, pay very close attention to that and see if you can feel that energy. It might be warm, it might be loving, it might be tingly, it might make you more emotional, but that's her energy supporting you by rubbing your back. Okay, she wants you to feel that. That's one of the ways she tries to come through to you. And she's showing me you running through your head trying to figure out why your granddaughter, and thinking about her whole life and her potential life that she had to look forward to. And she's wanting to tell you, but it's okay. She knows it seems like it's not, but it is okay. And she is okay. It looks like she's showing me, and she's saying kind of two different things here. She's saying, and you're okay too, but sometimes it feels like you're not. She's making me feel like she thought you were absolutely the very best. She felt like you were absolutely the very best. She says, Susan, that you always had her back and were always looking out for her best interest. You always had her back and were looking out for her best interest. And she says you made her feel like you were always going to vouch for what she knew she wanted and needed. And she wants to thank you for that and for all the love. For all the love. But she doesn't want you to keep crying. Because she's telling you it's okay. She's telling you it's okay. So, Susan, I'm asking her how she can continue to connect with you. This makes sense to you, Susan? Okay, good. Thank you. So she wants you to know that you guys spend a lot of time in the astral plane together, and that some of those mornings afterwards, you feel like really down, like you're just really missing her and you feel really bummed out and really sad. And she's like, that's okay, because you're sort of going through withdrawal from being with her the night before. She's like, you spend like every night you guys visit in the astral plane. And she wants you to sleep well. She doesn't want you to have trouble sleeping, worrying about her or thinking about her or missing her. Because when you go in the astral plane, boom, she's there. Okay. She's showing me that you can take those feelings now that you've had this reading and understand that when you wake and you're missing her all the more, that since it's because you've spent the night in the astral plane with her, you can actually turn that around and start giving that the meaning. Start saying to yourself, hey, that's okay. This is cool because I just spent the night with her. We just spent all this time together, our souls. And start looking at it that way because she wants you to start your day feeling more uplifted. Okay. She wants you to start your day feeling better. Okay. Hi, Teresa. And she wants you to start reassigning it that sort of meaning. Okay. She is happy and she is well. And she chose, her soul chose. And she's making me feel like everything is just as it should be. Everything is just as it should be. So make those adjustments in the astral plane. Okay, make those adjustments when you wake up. She's showing me that she comes to you in birds and flowers, birds in song, birds in sight, and birds in flight, Susan. Song, sight, and flight. Okay. And she comes to you in flowers, especially the kind that are like little pointy type flower buds, like trying to think of one that looks like that. I don't know what they're called. What she's showing me, like if you were to take like the petals on a black-eyed Susan or an echinacea plant, and you were to put them all together to make like a little ball, like that, sort of dandelion shape, only like round. Like she comes to you, especially in brightly colored flowers like that, and big groups of flowers, and song, sight, and flight of birds. Okay. Let's see here. So Susan, I'm going to leave you with your granddaughter now. She's showing me that you are going to be able to connect with her now more. When you think you feel her talking to you, jot it down. Jot down what she says and keep a whole journal of that. And you're going to find that she's speaking through you. Okay. Claircognizance and clairsentience. Plus she's sending you signs, especially those birds and flowers. Okay. Let's see. I just want a huge bunch of flowers. Did you? Well, those were from her because that's one of the ways she comes through to you. Okay. Bright and beautiful. Bright and beautiful. She is bright and beautiful. Okay. And she is well, and she wants you to be just as well. So keep talking to her, keep jotting down those messages because, like she said, you're going to be able to connect with her more clearly now that we've had this reading. Okay. All right. Thank you for letting me read for you. I'm going to quick answer this. Amberly, guys, don't forget, if you find this valuable, thank you for liking it. It helps people find Veronica's page and my psychic medium page down here. Okay. I'm going to do you next, Amberly. I just want to remind you guys, if you want to join the Meet Your Spirit Guides, you will have to go to Larkin's Readings at gmail.com, and you need to email spirit guides to me in there. Okay. You email spirit guides, and then I can save your spot because it's limited spaces if you want to get to meet and connect with your spirit guides. Okay. That's the first thing. I'm just going to put that in there for those of you logging off so you don't miss it. The other thing is, guys, if you like this and you want support for this type of thing and mindset and manifesting, you can go to my school community. Okay. It's absolutely free. Just sign up and join us there, and you'll get in touch with all my lives and events. There's everything from free to high-end coaching there and everything in between, okay? It can be supportive for you. All right. Oh, you liked it, Kellyanne? It was great having you there. Yeah, send me your testimonial, Kellyanne. I can share that. I don't want everyone in there, guys. Meet your spirit guides. I just want the people that are going to get the most out of it. So if when people do it, they send me their testimonials, it helps eliminate the wrong people and send in the right people. Hi, Chloe Gregory. Good to see you. Okay. Are there any messages for me struggling so hard right now and could really use some wisdom and advice? Okay, so I'm going to say this, and this is for all of you. Take notes. When we are confused and or indecisive, we are stuck in our head. We are in our mind. We are in ego. The soul is never confused. This is one of the reasons I started the Awakening Your Intuition program. When you learn to decipher between your thoughts and your intuition, you can be confused less and less, because our mind will take us in circles and confuse us. Our intuition never does. Okay. You guys can go to my my Powerful Choices Awareness Network here, whatever. I just did a terrific tips today on mindset work and mindset coaching. Make sure you listen to those. It's posted in my school account. You can watch it on YouTube or Facebook. It's very important, Amberly, that you learn to tell the difference, because if your intuition is telling you one thing and your mind is telling you the other and you can't tell the difference, you're going to be confused. Okay? If the outside world is showing you one thing, but your intuition on the inside is telling you something else, you're going to be confused. Okay? Clarity comes through making decisions. And we tend to procrastinate making decisions when we're confused. And we're only confused when our egoic mind is confusing us. So you have to be able to tell the difference. Okay? Your spirit guides can really help with this. Journaling can start to help with this. Coaching or joining my 2 masterminds for $47 a month. You can do both masterminds and get coaching on this. It really helps. But when we are struggling and we are confused, our egoic mind is confusing us. And you need to learn how to create clarity. And one of the ways that you do that is by learning to decipher between your cognitive mind, your egoic mind, and your intuition. Okay? Here's another piece of advice for you. The more you think and try to problem solve, the more confusing it's going to get. It's like getting tangled in a net and trying to get out of that, and you get more tangled, right? That's exactly what it's like. So if you are in the middle of a hurricane or a tornado, the last thing you want to do is thrash around and get caught up in the whirlwind. The first thing you want to do is stay strong and still in the center. Allow the hurricane or the tornado to revolve around you while you stay safe and solid in the center. Okay, you're not doing that. You're letting your thoughts get dragged around by your ego, which thoughts are synonymous with ego, which is synonymous with mind, which is synonymous with resistance. That comes from Eckhart Tolle. He says that. When you're overthinking to try to solve problems and figure things out, you're going to get swept up in the tornado. And when you're swept up in that whirlwind, that tornado, you get more and more confused. Things get cloudy and dark and confusing. You can't tell what's what. You get turned upside down. When you learn to be still and silent and stay in the center, then you have clarity. Okay? If you want to learn more about that, come join my school for free and figure out what other options there are. Okay? But until you do that and you create that stillness and get in the center of your power, you're going to be confused. Okay? You have to be able to tell the difference between your intuition and your thoughts so that you can learn to follow the mindset of your intuition. Okay? All right. Guys, I am going to have to log off. I am going to do my best to get back and at least respond, like, and answer your comments. And maybe in the middle of the night. So you may not hear from me until tomorrow. Okay. I have my mindset mastermind clients tomorrow. And I'm working on my courses, but I will do my best to get back to you. I'm so sorry that I have to go. I hope that that helped you, Amberly. And I will see you all Friday at 4 for our Furball Friday. And I'll see you next Monday and Wednesday for more readings. I'll do my best to get back to you, okay? Thank you all for tuning in and have a great night. Bye-bye.